Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Week of football, and Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in
just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out from Texas A&M at quarterback, Kellen Mond.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank.
They start the drive with Counter, but he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the gun, here's Mond. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3.
Good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. It's now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet. Did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Lovely. Right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he's over mid for it. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league.
Forward here on 2nd down and 11. Winston. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now, unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays, defending momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right.
Right. If he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
They start with a give to Counter. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside.
Down to the 29-yard line. Again, it's Conner. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a first carry for Tyler Algier. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This is Conner running right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, they're making an effort to
controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to be brought down just short.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started, you know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And a little bit of space down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Mond. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101.
Scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Mond out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kellen Mond, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one. For their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have to get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first going forward, they've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing all shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And sets him back for 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll try to throw now. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he can only manage.
Catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to pretend show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away.
Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here.
Lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved him out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The drive will start with Connor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to...
And that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. For 3 yards to pick up the first. Mon going to throw it. Got his man. It's London. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down. Downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run behind center with Connor. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 3rd down. Here's Algier. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Mon. Screen pass to Connor. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Here's Mon. Got a man. It's London. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint for...
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10 to field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be... So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Winston on 3rd and 2. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And that's going to be good for another first down.
Example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be marked down 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Kamara off the draw. Gets past one man. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. To throw is Winston. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. Touchdown, Saints. Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown of the year. And the Saints are an extra point. Here we go. Mond looks to throw on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mond looks to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 40. A give running right is counter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive.
Get left in the half. On is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out.
No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Winston now to throw on first down. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now.
They can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Yeah, man, it took a while. I appreciate you coming by every time. Now people are finally catching on. And Younghoe Koo is like super.
Here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, never mind, there you.
Double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well too. Very difficult task right now.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Sanders' kick is good, and that's going to tie it.
When you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. We're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mond into the hands of London. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play call.
Up by the Saints. And this one will be brought back
Wow.
to the 22.
I wasn't expecting that.
And that, Charles, you have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly
inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's kicked.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out.
Push back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 8, but still.
I think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And it's intercepted at the goal
Oh,
line.
clutch, the headhunter. There we go.
The Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's got room. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get...
Bond going to throw it. He's got his man, London, right side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before. Here's a handoff to Connor. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually...
At the 49-yard line. On the counter, it's Connor. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up. Again, a run with Connor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a...
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But that's
yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On the handoff, Connor. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Boom.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
There he is.
Play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football. Interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over.
A first down throw for Winston. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9.
Over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll be stopped at the 20. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a
along the way.
On 2nd and 1, Winston. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The Saints first down there as they convert on 4th. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard first half. And now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
To try again after the sack. Winston looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So a big one coming now.
Plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still to on 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to...
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Connor. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over...
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. The incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeout. 18 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night, so now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
They have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them.